Hello and welcome to this edition of Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn for the PlayStation 3. Today what we're going to be getting into is, that's right, you've guessed it, the Wanderer's Palace. So with this one, we have done this a couple times previously. First time we possibly wanted to get the mechanics behind it. Didn't want to be noobs, and this is actually an end game. Level 50 dungeon. So hello all. Yeah, so it's an end game level 50 dungeon, and definitely wanted to get the mechanics behind it. So while you're doing these end game dungeons, you can win these things called elegant tombstones of philosophy and mythology, and based on them. And based on how you do it, these can actually buy your armors for you. Skip right by those guys. Let's go to. Oh, made it. So what he's doing here is he's pulling everybody in. Crap, hold up. Stuff mitigated real quick. Sorry, hold on, let's focus just a little bit. After we get onto something proper, then we'll be set to go. Okay. Alright, so what you have to do with this one is you want to run through, you want to grab the tomberries like he did, and you want to pull them along with you. So pull them along and try to pull everything from the previous two rows. If you can do that, then that gives you a giant jump start on what you need to do, because during this whole time, don't let the tomberries stalker catch you, like it said. So tomberry stalkers are the bigger versions of the tomberries, and what they do is they move really slow, but they start off from that area where we were at, right where you saw like the other people just kill off the smaller tomberry. Yeah, that's what he starts from, and he starts moving very slow throughout the level, trying to catch you. And if he catches up to you, then pretty much it's a two-shot hit and kill. So okay, looks like he's gonna fight him here. Going with this, sir? No, I'm not sure what you want to do. Okay. So yeah, it's a two-shot kill. He does this attack called throat stab. There you go. You can see him in the background. He's starting to come by. A very far background. You see it. He's very slow, but makes it through. So you want to run through as much as possible before this guy gets there. Kind of like a race against the tomberry. Now there's another way that you can do it too. If you want to take your time with it, then you can actually get caught behind him. So let him go ahead and get in front of you, and then you can take your time getting through. Only catch with that is that it will take way longer. With speed runs, then normally we'll make it through this very fast. I'll probably be done with the whole dungeon in about 13 minutes. 13 to 25 minutes at the max. So that's what a speed run will do for us. So when he comes around this corner, he's actually going to go to the right and around that way. That treasure coffer over there is a booby trap. So it has a total of how many? 9, I think, guys that get up in there. 9 spawns that'll pop up if you play with that. So definitely want to be careful. Oh, music, there you go. So the catch with this dungeon is that you definitely want to have your gear up to date. When you come in here, you got to have at least your final piece, your AF, at least. How did you get it? Okay, there we go. So it's going for that Tomberry. Tomberry always takes priority because Tomberry always takes priority because at this point, even though we have so many mobs here, if we'd like to, as long as we kill off this last Tomberry here, once all the Tomberries are done, then that door right there will open up and we can run through that, and that will be the first mini boss. And what a lot of people like to do, it seems like what we're gonna do, is we have a black mage with us. So the black mage just slept all of those. He did an AoE sleep, and that allows all of us to run over here. And as soon as we run right through here, he's gonna pull this mob right here. He's gonna stand right over here. Okay, now they're gonna come in. Come on, dude, get on the inside, bro. Get on the inside. There we go. Oh, he really waited till the last second to do it. So when you do it like that, then all those guys won't be able to touch you anymore. So with this guy, zoom out. Whoa, cargo got in. This thing off real fast. Okay, so with that right there, you want to run as far away as possible from it because it sucks you in as well. So it's just not, it's not just a typical AoE, it pulls you in and then it'll pull you in and poison you and do all the other nonsense too. So definitely want to watch out for that. Besides that, he'll just turn around and start shooting AoEs at people every once in a while. Nothing too serious. Definitely something that's manageable to do. He doesn't call forth any ads at all, so it's always lovely. There you go. So yeah, there he just starts targeting the ones on the far side. Make sure to watch out for them. Limit break is weak. Hate that thing. Okay, so anyway, we so you beat off that guy. It's pretty easy. You probably didn't see it, but to the left, you got to hit that. When we walked through that door, there was like a Nemean Nemean something switch of some sort. So you have to make sure to target that. And when you target that to pull the switch, there's going to be a few of them that you'll run into throughout the level. Oh, he's not going to make it through those guys. But let's get as much as a head start. Uh-oh. What's their attention? Also, white mages, if you have the regen on you, on your tanks, we might have to just fight these things for goodness. Yeah, white mages, if you have regen on your targets, in that case I probably would have just stayed there if I was the tank, or whatever, and just took out those pugs first. But yes, if you put regen on your tanks, then when they're running through, as soon as somebody spots them, that regen will tick, and that tick counts as something as like a heal, so it pulls aggro for the white mages. So just a heads up. This one right there. Okay, so you want to pick up these lantern oils. Okay, and then there we go. The rusted Nemean device. You have one there and one there. So you want to hit those. When you defeat Tomberries, they will drop the oil for you, and that allows you to actually use these devices at that point. Now this area is pretty big and open up, but everybody always just goes straight up these stairs, and then turns right through here, pulls the skeletons. Which had a lag apparently, and then attack this Nemean device here. That one is not rusted, so you're okay with it. The good tanks, when they come by, they'll throw a provoke on those Tomberries there, which will allow them to come over here to play with us. And then now we're just in this area because there's a big Tomberry stalker that's walked right over there. So by having our guys set up over this direction, then we will actually avoid the Tomberry stalker with all of these. But again, the white mages are going to have a giant job to do because they have to make sure to keep our tanks alive because he's getting smashed on by so many different people. So that takes care of that. Okay, next Tomberry. They can't pull it. So we just have a whole group of guys putting in over here. And again with that. and oil, good to go. From this point, we're just gonna keep smashing out on these guys. Now we're doing good. Okay. So he's doing good. He's letting the white mage get back their MP a little bit. Gonna pull the rest for lockout. Okay. Please hit the buttons. Okay, so what he's talking about is he's pulling all these mobs now, and he's gonna do a lockout. So we're gonna run to the next boss, and it's gonna fall through. So it looks like the Dubinator is going for the button there. I'll take care of this one. So he pulls everything else. Okay. Now our other black mage went back there and he picks up the coffer. There's a treasure coffer back there, and there's also the other switch. And then he sprints back over this direction. Okay. Because he has 15 seconds to pull this in, okay? So our guy stays out there for the 15 seconds. Gotta get our black mage back in here. Okay, and then at the right second, dang it, he didn't do it in time. So he sat out there too long, and that's gonna allow us to die. So yeah, this is going to be a good death for us because we have no tank. Okay. So what you should do as the tank is you want to step on the inside of it, but not so far on the inside where you don't want to be so far on the inside where you can't or the mobs are actually inside the purple line as well. So you want to be like right there on the inside of it where the mobs are on the outside. So when the 15-second time goes off, click, it's going to come pull up that little purple wall, and all the mobs on the outside of that will have to go back. So yeah, that's just the key. So let's say that this line right here we're walking on, let's say that this one is the purple line. As a tank, what you want to do is you got the mobs coming behind you, you want to run and wait right about here, right about there, and then let them, because they'll have a little gap where they're hitting on you up on the front because they're chasing from you behind. So what you want to do is just kind of chill out right there, and then when it pops up, click, then you're free to go, and they're locked on the outside. So alright, so he's gonna try that again. Can you push the skelly away right before it closes? No. That's right, yeah, he's too busy working on trying to heal you up. Oh, Tomberry Stalker. Good, okay, so clear there. But yeah, so there's more over there. There's more of the dungeon. You have the dungeon that goes to the right. Oh, it doesn't look like it goes to the right. It just goes around that way to the left, and you also have some extra mobs over there too. So if you would like to do that, there's also some guys around this corner as well. But yeah, leave it completely up to you guys on how you want to do it. But for the speed runs, like I said, they run right through here. They pick up the guys. Yeah, pick up the guys and then they're off. Get on off of that there. couple of groups I've been with, we actually just killed these things off. We didn't go for the lockout of them, but the lockout technique is used, and there's also a treasure coffer over that way too. But yeah, the lockout technique is used for speed runs. Okay, so he starts off over there. Try to universal sleep those. Okay. Just slept them. Sleep will last for 15 seconds, so we're set to go. At this point, we just kill off this thing. Now, the mechanics behind this big blobby mob is, you see they just take off at that point. So the mechanics behind this blobby mob is that he summons these guys, and we want to kill off these ones as fast as possible. You want to try to group them together in a group so that you can AoE them. That's the goal. But so the first ones that he summons, it really doesn't matter which ones you kill off first, and then he's gonna go giant whatever, focus his eye on one target. And once that crosshair hits you, so it looks like it's on our white mage, at this point then you just need to run. You need to kite it properly. So, because if he gets too close to you, he'll do that, and it's a solid hit. Okay. So your goal, once he targets you, is to run away. Okay? Good. Now with this second group and second and third and fourth and all the other ones, what your job to do is to kill off this blue one first, because the blue one will heal. Okay? Okay. Yeah, the blue one will heal. The other ones start casting magics on you. So based on whoever he targets, now he's targeted Duganator over there. So you want to run, but again, because the mob can cut through the center, you want to kind of wait for him to like go to the corners, wait for him to come around. And as soon as he does that, as long as you're not close enough to get hit by it, then that's going to be your best time to try to live through it. That'll be this. Blood for blood this. Another one of those. And the blue one we want. Okay. Yeah, kill off the blue all the time first. Okay, I'm out of TP. Gonna need to invigorate. Come through here. Like targeting me. Oh crap, so that's why you want to kill off the other ones, is because they'll cast stuff on you, they'll slow you up. And good. Yeah, you want to cast or you want to kill off the mobs because while you're being targeted, they'll cast things. So slow, paralyze, nuke you out, just stuff that stops you from running. So I got hit with slow. For you out there that did not know, if you get hit with I have one of those, I need to pass on it. And what about this? I don't have one of those. I'll greet that. Okay, so for you guys that did not know, if you cast Isuna on somebody who's slowed, it will cure it for them. Okay, so now while he pulls us back up, this next one, what you want to do, sometimes that their tank will run out there and they'll pull just about all the mobs. So all three of these ghosts, the Tomberries up at the top of the stairs, and then they'll run back. There we go. Tomberry first. So yeah, a lot of times they'll grab all those guys and they'll pull them back into the boss ground where we were just at. Sometimes. Other times Other times they won't. They'll just pull them right here, and this is probably going to be the better place to do it. Yeah, just fight off everything here. You're set to go. But as long as you don't go to the top of the stairs when you pull, that's the very important part about it. Do not go to the top of the stairs, because once you do, right where we're at currently, there will be a Tomberry Stalker that spawns. And once that Tomberry Stalker spawns, that's when we're in for some trouble, because he's going to be trying to follow us, and we got to make it through. So we want to kill off all these guys first, so we're not sitting there struggling with them. That's why we do that pull. Oops, wrong one. Do that. Good. Okay. Now this treasure coffer right here is not booby trapped, so you're set to go. But at this point though, again, okay, so like I said, as soon as you hit the stairs, there he goes, he spawns right there. So at this point the tank wants to grab these guys who are up here, and he wants to also pull them all the way over here to merge them with the other Tomberries here. At this point you want to focus with the 3 Tomberries. So 2 of them are going to drop the oil that you'll need to use on those devices. And then the other... one is just needs to be dead so that you can open up the door. It's very important having some major damage to be dealt around these parts here. Okay. So Tomberry's here. Everybody wants to pick up some lantern oil. Crap. Kill the white mage. And they apparently stabbed me too, but... So yeah. So in that case, yeah, sorry me. But yeah, we want to get those oils as much as or quick as possible, and then use them for the rusted devices. Normally, based on how much work that the white mage has to do as far as the cures go, then they can actually get away with doing all the picking up of the oil as well as the cures. So after you know that you start getting things under control with your tank and all, then that's when you want to go ahead and get that squared away. So another thing that's going on with that is your tank. You definitely want to have your tank having at least 5,000 HP, or at least right around that area, because at this boss here is going to be the King Tonberry, and what he does is everybody's grudge. So how that works out is there's going to be other little Tomberries that spawn around the room, and you want to kill those off right. But I like to just as like a rule of thumb, each one that you kill will boost up everybody's grudge attack by 1,000. but maybe around that time, 800 to 1,000. So that's why you can only kill off so many at a time before his grudge has to wear off. So you'll see how that works out as the damage dealer. Good. Let me type in something first. Normally that's what I always do though, so that's my cop out. Yeah, I always take the damage dealing on the boss just because that's what I prefer to do. Just because I don't really know how to manage the ads right now. Because I know the concept is you're supposed to kill off like maybe 3 to 4 based on your tank's HP at a time. But thing is, it spawns 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then I believe it does 6 of the Tomberry Stalkers, and you want to have him down by that time. Wait for everybody to show up. Perhaps they're typing something now, maybe. Okay, everybody ready? As soon as what's his nuts gets inside. What's his name? Ale Uzame Mai. Apparently that's a lot of people's choice of how to play the game. That is alright though, do what you gotta do. I am personally allergic to smoke, but so I do not do it myself, and I do not get around it, but yeah, that's how you choose to play the game, by all means. Whatever makes it fun. So yes, but yeah, we'll leave that up to Dubinator though, the ads, because the big thing, you just have to manage how many that you're killing at the time. So, bad healer here, not a tank. Bad healer here, not a tank. Not 100% sure what that means. You're a good healer to me. You did a fantastic job. And you've got your AF body piece. I don't even have that. Okay, so there goes the first tone there, right there. Let me zoom out so you guys can see what's going on. Actually, I'll zoom out as far as possible. There we go. There you go. So that was it right there, and that King's pent-up rage rancor fades. There you go. So when that happens, that means that you're free to start killing him off again. So he kills off 1 and 2. Just have to kind of keep track of them. And 3 enemies appear next. Like I said, it's very important that your tank has the proper amount of HP and able to be geared up proper. So yes, so this is going to be the final stage of the actual tomberries there. Yeah, I believe at least. After this, it's going to move on to finish that. Okay. There you go. Now it moves into tomberry slashers. Don't worry about the slashers now. You do not want to kill those ones. Okay. Again, they will attack hard and fast. Let's see if we can probably get a second one off here. Get a level 2 limit break going. Because I believe they just sit there for a bit, but then they might start moving a little bit later. There it is. Got you. Okay. Yeah. So apparently they start appearing all around, nice and slow. And if you don't kill them off by that time, then they all run inside after you. So yeah. Normally we're never able to build up that level 2 limit break, but that was beautiful how we did that. Nice. And judging from the emotes, I believe that our tank was a woman. Great job, all. All right, perfect. There it goes. So next up, we look at this. There we go. Some Marauder will greet it just to be fun with it. And we're also gonna go player accommodations. Give it to Dubinator was putting it. Oh, not Dubinator. Can't do it no more. Couldn't click in time. So yeah, you have to do that before the people actually leave if you're gonna give them accommodations. So yeah, I try to give them off, but a lot of times during the Wanderer's Palace, everybody takes off too fast. So anyway, on behalf of Chrono Ocelot and myself, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this edition of Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn for the PlayStation 3. Hope you guys learned a lot, but until next time, this is bye-bye, farewell, and we'll see you next time.